Hello world, welcome back to my channel. I am Sahil and we are developing a full secure authentication and posts management system using Node.js, MongoDB, express.js and EJS templating engine. And in previous video you have already seen how I worked on view a post in detail. Okay, now today in this video I'm going to show you how to work on home page to make this dynamic with a pagination. So let's start. So this is my project inside VS Code and here I already started npm run dev command. Let me close this terminal. Now first I will open home page view file. So inside this views directory, this index.ejs is the home page view file. Here you can see there are some cards with static data which is visible here in the home page. So I will make this dynamic. So first what I will do is I will go to routes directory and open this post routes.js file. Now let's here find the home route. Okay, so this is the home route for home page, and this is a public route, so anyone can access this route without any authentication. Okay, that's why here I have not used protected route in home route. Okay, now let's start. So first here I will use async because I will use await inside this route method. First I will create a const page is equal to request.query.page. okay, now in order to get the query parameter value we have to use request.query.page. if page query parameter is not present there, then I will use 1 by default. Okay, I will also convert this into integer, so I will use parse int function and paste request.query.page. Similarly I will create one more const with limit is equal to 2. so this is for how many posts we want to display in home page. Okay, so I will display only 2 posts in a single page. Now next I will create a const start index is equal to, and then here I will use page minus 1, and then I will use into limit. So this will calculate the starting index from where we'll fetch the post from the database. Okay, and similarly we will also have to define this end index. So we will fetch the post from database from this index up to this end index. Okay, and next I will also get the total count of the posts from the database. So for this I will use const total posts is equal to await, and here I will use post model, then I will use count documents, and then I will use .exec method. Okay, now this will count the total number of posts available in the database. Now next I will fetch the post along with the user details. Okay, so for that I will use const post is equal to await, and here I will use post model find method, and then I will use populate, and then I will also grab the user information. So here I will use path, and I will use user, and then I will use select, and I will not select the password. Okay, so for that here I will write minus password. So if I will use minus, then it will not fetch password from the database, and then I will use sort by ID. Okay, so here I will write underscore ID and then -1. Now this -1 means fetch post by descending order. So in this way the the recent post will be fetched first. Okay, now next I will use limit, and here I will pass the limit, and then I will use a skip, and here I will pass the start index, and then I will use exec method. Now I will create a const pagination, and inside this I will use some objects like current page, and here I will use page total page is equal to total page, and here I will calculate the total page using math.ceil function. Then here I will use total post divided by limit, so it will store the total number of pages in this total page object. Okay, now here I will use has next page, so we'll check if there is any has next page available. So we will use int index is less than total post, then there is some next page available. Similarly, we will check has previous page, so here we will write start index is greater than 0. If start index is greater than 0, it means there is some previous page available. Okay, and then I will use next page. In this I will use page plus 1, and similarly I will use previous page. In this I will use page minus 1. Now in res.render I will pass this post and then pagination. Let me save this. Now let's go to index.ejs file. Now let me remove one static card, and this is only one card, so let me cut this, and here I will use EJS tag, and here I will use posts.for each loop, and here I will access the single post, and then here I will close percentage, then angle bracket. Similarly here open angle bracket and percentage. Now inside this I will paste the code, and let's first make all the static data into dynamic. So I will first work on this image img tag, so just remove this src value, and here first I will use uploads, and then I will use this EJS output tag, and here I will write post dot image, and in alt I will remove this static, and here I will use post dot title, and similarly here this is the post title, so I will remove this static, and here I will write post dot title, and this is the post content, so I will remove this, and here I will use post dot content, and here I will use substring function which will restrict the number of characters. So here I am just using up to 100 characters, and in read more I will remove this static id, and here I will display the post slug, so just use post slug, and in author I will remove this static author, and here I will write post dot user dot name. Now this is the created date, so here I will use EJS output tag, and here I will write post dot created at, and then here we will also use to locale string. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, okay, so we are getting some error that okay, so to locale sting, so this some typo str string. Okay, now if I reload, then you can see the post is now displaying here dynamically with the post image, post title, post content, and read more button along with author and created at date and time. Now if I click on read more, then we are redirecting to the detailed post page, because we have already make this page dynamic. Okay, now if I go back and click on read more for this post, then we are going to the detailed post page which is showing correct. Now let me display some more characters, so just write 200 here. Now if I reload, then I think all good. So at a time you can see we are only displaying 2 posts in a single page. Okay, now if I go to post routes.js file, and if I change the limit to 4 here, now let's reload. So here you can see now there are total 4 posts showing in a single page. Okay, So it's up to you how many posts you want to display in home page. I will display 2. Okay, now let's display the pagination button, like previous button, next button. Okay, so for this what I will do is, here I will create a div with some bootstrap class here. So let me use bootstrap class, like margin top and bottom 4, and here I will use float int and display inline flex and align items center and gap 4. Okay, now inside this div I will first check a condition. So if pagination dot has previous page, so if pagination has any previous page available, then in this case let me just use this here and also close it here, percentage angle bracket. Now here I will use a anchor tag. Okay, anchor tag, and here you can see I have used this question mark. Okay, question mark. So before question mark we can also use slash, then question mark page. This is the query parameter. After any value after this question mark, which are called query parameter. Okay, and this is the value of the page. So here I am just displaying pagination dot previous page value. Okay, and let me change this to secondary, and I think all good. Okay, let me keep, so sorry, let me wrap inside a div. So just use div and then wrap. So I will copy the same and paste here. Now instead of has previous page, here I will check has next page, and here I will just write next page, and here I will write next. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see we by default we will be in first page. That's why here next button is displaying. Now if I click next, then you can see we are on page 2. That's why here the previous button is displaying. Now if I click next again, then we are on page 3, and now there is no post available in database, and that's why here the next button is not visible and only previous button is visible. Now from here if I click on previous, then we are again come back to page 2. Now if I again click previous, then we are on first page. That's why the previous button is not displaying. Now let's display some more information here. So here I will use span, and here I will write page and EJS output tag. Here I will use EJS output tag, and here I will write pagination dot current page of, and then I will use pagination dot total pages. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see, okay, I think total pages, let me check here, total page. Okay, not pages. So let me remove this as. Now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see we are displaying page 1 of 3. Now if I click on next, then you can see we are on page 2 of 3. Now if I click next, then we are on page 3 of 3. So we can't go to next page, so we have to click on previous, then we are on first of 3. Okay, so all is working fine. So that's it for this video. In next video I will show you how to store session data in database, MongoDB database. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then hit on like button and please subscribe my channel.